Hey, I'm Ronald with Mobile Geeks, and we're right here at a company called GADMEI that you probably know from some other Chinese tablets and other smartphone kind of style devices. And this is the GADMEI N60. It says UT on it. I don't know what that name actually means. I think it's like YouTube probably. It's a GADMEI N60 that's a 6-inch phablet with a 720p display. It's not a full HD display, but still it's a pretty decent looking device. The quality feels pretty good, and if you zoom in on it, the screen quality is also pretty much alright. It's got dual SIM capability. As you can see up here, there's 2 SIM cards. It's dual standby, dual active. You can use the one SIM card to actually talk on the phone, and the other one is can be used to surf the web at the same time. So basically it's the MediaTek MTK6589 ARM Cortex-A7 quad-core running at 1.2 gigahertz in there. It's got 1 gig of RAM only, it's got 8 gig of storage in there, and they have an 8 megapixel camera on the back and a 2 megapixel camera on the front. The battery is actually a 2500 milliampere battery, and if we just take a look at this one, I just opened this one up, you can see it says right there 9.25 watt hours and full-size dual SIM support. So basically you have the micro SD card slot right there plus 2 full-size SIM card slots, which is kind of not that common actually. But they probably have enough room on the device to actually put in 2 full-size SIM cards. So let's take a quick look at the rest of the device. Up here we have some brightness sensors. That's the typical speaker right there. There's nothing on the left except for this hole to actually peel off the back. And on the right side we have the power button, which is located lower on the side so you can actually reach it easily. There's a volume rocker right next to it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We have the 8 megapixel camera on the back and an LED flash right there. That's a headphone jack and some speakers down here, and as you can always see, it's the micro USB port, the one that you always need. They couldn't tell us really anything about the price, but it's not going to be that expensive. It should be available in China and other Asian countries as of pretty much now, and they're selling it for, I guess, around $250 retail price. There's N-Wi-Fi in there, it supports HSPA Plus, and basically it's a decent looking device. I mean, it copies kind of like the Samsung style design, but it's only 9.4 millimeters thick and weighs, what is the weight? Well, I'd guess the weight is around like whatever, like maybe 180, close to 200 grams. For size comparison, here we have the Samsung Galaxy Note first generation. That's a 5.3-inch display, and the 6-inch on the GADMEI N60. If I just turn on the displays, you could probably see that better. So if you compare that, so 6 inches doesn't have to be that big. Actually, I find it's a good-looking device and a nice form factor. So this is the GADMEI N60 from China, from the company called GADMEI. I was Ronald with Mobile Geeks. See you later.